Hey guys, it's me, Jess, or SOiTiSTrUe. I'm making a quick video today about a question that was posted at the bottom of one of my blogs. I'm not 100% sure if this person knows that I had weight loss surgery, but their question was pretty much to the point, and I thought, you know, I'm pretty much to the point, so I think that it might be a good idea for me to make a video, because to be quite honest with you, I'm one of those type of people that I kind of like to offend people a little bit, and when I offend them, it gets them thinking, and then they start thinking about something that I said, and I keep rotating in their mind, which, you know, to be honest with you, I might be a little bit conceited, but I like to be center of attention. So, in that case, I wanted to make a video about this question. The question was, it's actually quite funny, the question was, do I believe that somebody who has weight loss surgery takes the easy way out? Being a person that had weight loss surgery, not lap band, and you guys know how I feel about lap band, but I had ROI gastric bypass. I want to talk about ROI gastric bypass and lap band, and take my opinion as a grain of salt. Take it for what it is, just an opinion. And like everybody says, everybody's got one, right? Just like, you know. So here's my opinion on that. If you, and every question, okay, every question, there is a what if type thing. So let me cover those, okay? It's not a cut and dry answer. Weight loss surgery, okay, if you are 600 pounds and you have weight loss surgery, if you are 600 pounds and you have lap band surgery, you're taking the easy way out, in my opinion. If you are 600 pounds and you have RMI, I wouldn't say you're taking the easy way out, because when you're 600 pounds, getting up, walking around, doing things that you see people on television, right? And you see people on television who are 600 pounds, right? Like David, right? David Smith, which I have nothing but respect for that man and what he did. And the reason why is that man did not take anywhere near the easy way out. Now, I'm not saying that somebody who's 600 pounds taking and having gastric bypass rather than David doing what he did, neither took the easy way out. Reason why is because when you have gastric bypass, it's not like it's a miracle. It's not a miracle worker. It's a tool to help you get to where you need to be. And David chose to go without surgery and forego, you know, fighting along, right? Not very many people can do it by himself, and I can pretty much guarantee that if David was by himself doing it, he probably wouldn't have gotten as far. He had somebody who supported him, who was an amazing man, who worked with him, who got him where he needed to be to get to the end result of where he is now. Now, somebody who's 600 pounds that doesn't have a personal trainer to stand by his side, walk with him, work with him, help him learn how to eat properly, they need a tool too. So David had, God, I wish I remembered his name, such terrible, but you can look up Stacks, which is a program that they came up with, which is a great program. So if you're large and you need some help, having that little bit of support, and you decided that you don't want to have gastric bypass, there's a program called Stacks that they worked on that is an amazing program. So with that being said, he had a personal trainer with him. Not every 600 pound person can have a personal trainer work with them, right? So what do they need? They need a tool. So they choose to have gastric bypass. That doesn't make either one of them a harder worker than the other, okay? Let me just get that out there. Now, and I know that I'm going to have a lot of people upset, and I really don't care. My opinion is my opinion, right? That's what makes people watch me, because I'm blunt to the point. Here it is. You're 210 pounds, and you are 5'6", right? I'm 5'6", but you're 210 pounds, and you go to your doctor, and your doctor approves for you to have lap band surgery. And now, let me start with gastric bypass, right? Because I know someone, and it gets me rowdy every time I think about it. I know somebody who was 225 pounds that had gastric bypass, okay? I knew this person well enough to know that they had no health problems. None. Other than they were walking down a fine line of getting diabetes. Who isn't when they're overweight by 75 pounds or more, okay? But they chose to have gastric bypass. Now they have complications, and they have allowed the surgery and complications to devour their life to the point where they're not living anymore, right? And they're miserable. And it's stupid. It really, it gets me going every time, because that's an easy way out. Shit, you're 75 pounds overweight and you feel like the world is caving in on you. Stand up. Get up. You're looking at the computer right now and you're 75, 50 pounds overweight. Stop thinking about having gastric bypass. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. You need to stand up while you're playing on the computer. Walk in place while you're playing on the computer. If I could turn back time, right, and go back to where, and if you're sitting here watching this and you're 75 to even 100 pounds overweight, right, you're 250 pounds and you're thinking about having weight loss surgery. If I could reverse time, go back to your place right now, knowing what I know now, okay, and you can't say that you didn't know it, because I'm telling you, I would get off my ass, eat properly, and do what I need to do to figure out what is the reason why I am the size that I am, okay? I would have been like, alright, I know what put me into this place. Abuse, different things that's happened in my life that's just put me down, so far down that it's not even to the rock bottom, it's beneath the rocks, right? So you need to figure out what's making you eat. Figure it out. Fix it. If I knew, right, what I know now, at 250 pounds or less, I would have turned my life around. Okay? But having surgery is not just like, let me just go have surgery today, right? No, it makes you look like this, okay? You don't want this. And even if you wouldn't have so much excess skin that you'd have to have plastic surgery, and that kind of brings me to the point of, if you're not big enough to even question the thought of having to get rid of that skin afterwards, there's a good possibility that you're not where you need to be to have gastric bypass, okay? Lap band is a different situation, because that's for smaller people. It really is for smaller people. Lap band is here, gastric bypass is here. Walking in place, losing some weight on your own is here, right? So my opinion is, and you know, it's just my opinion, you don't need to have gastric bypass at 250 pounds. You may think about lap band, and that's totally up to you, but I wouldn't want a foreign object inside my body when I could go to the gym and work out instead. So, and I can say that because, it was my high school year that I passed that benchmark of 250. It was my junior year in college, my sophomore year in college. Freshman to sophomore year is when I surpassed 300. And it just kept going from there. And it's not like I had a break to stop the cycle to turn myself around. Because, to be honest with you, knowing what I know now, at 300 pounds I would have turned my life around on my own. But I didn't really think about it then, and I didn't know what I know now. So, knowing the complications that I have, I can never drink enough liquid to make my body healthy. I can't eat enough food to give my body the nutrients that it needs. Never mind, I can't buy and eat enough of these vitamins right here, right? I can't, and there's more, I just can't bring them over here, right? I can't eat enough of these to give my body what it needs to give it enough nutrients to survive enough to carry a child, okay? I can't do what I need to do to be able to know that at 50 years old, I'm not going to be walking down a couple of steps and break a hip, because my body, at my age now, less than 30, I can't get in the vitamin D that I need. They can't even give me the shots that's going to give me enough vitamin D to make damn sure that at the age of 50 I'm going to live, because my body, my bones, it is not holding in enough vitamin D to make sure that they're not going to give me osteoporosis when I get older. They don't know enough about these weight loss surgeries to guarantee anything. So before I had gastric bypass, before I took the chances that I took, because I was to the point where I really didn't have any choices at that point, I would have stopped and thought about it. I would have stopped and thought about what I know now. Whereas I know now that before I was thinking, I'm going to have this surgery because I want to lose weight so that way I can get to the point where I'm 80 years old, 90 years old. I can live to when my grandmother, lived to 90, 100, I don't have that, I'm not promising myself nothing now. So what I thought then is not what it is now. And that's something that people need to get together. They need to get it through their head. This isn't a joke anymore. This is not an easy way out. It's not an easy way out. And what bothers me is when I make a video talking about why did that person, I'm going to talk about myself right now. Why did that person go to McDonald's, get a triple cheeseburger, a triple quarter pounder to eat right now before I even get out of the drive-thru, and then have a double quarter pounder for when I get home? Not to mention I had to have 7 or 8 sweet and sour packets, a large fry, milkshake, soda, because I'm going to get thirsty after the milkshake. And then of course I'd stop at the convenience store on my way home to get a pack of cigarettes and maybe a couple other sweets. And I was never full. Why was I never full? Everything is in the head. Everything is mental. So I was never full because I was never full emotionally. That's where people get it twisted. And somebody said on one of my videos, and I want to make sure that I say it, and I don't remember if I did or not, but somebody said in one of my videos that the person got fat because they ate too many calories. You're a genius. But, Mr. Genius, with your bodybuilding physique that you have in your picture on your YouTube thing, like, what are you doing? Anyway, let me just put it out there to you. Like, people who are all about themselves, that they can, everything that they see, and I'm losing the word right now to say it, but you are one of those type people that you are what you see. Okay? I'm not what you see. I don't care about none of this, and I'm going to stand, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a picture just like this, like you were, and take a picture and put it on YouTube because of your 6-pack there. Well, I have a 4-pack that was given to me by my plastic surgeon. What you see on you is skin deep. I can see it. But what you see with people who are larger, and this is what makes it easy for me to become friends with people who are bigger. And it's because you have to have a personality to outshine that fat. And you do that because you eat away all of the real personality, man. You're putting it away with the food. So it's not calorie intake is what makes people fat. It's emotional. Something had to have happened to cause them to eat that food, to become addicted to that food, to put away all that food, to hide and stuff down all those feelings that are so deep inside that even if you lost all that weight, like me, it's real hard. It's really hard to pull that shit, literally shit, out. So I hate when I get going like this because I've got so much to say and it just rambles on. But anyway, I get so frustrated because it's like, do I think that having gastric bypass is the easy way out? And my answer is, you would be dumb. You would be dumb to think that the very small amount of people that have absolutely no complications, that's what you need to look forward to. It's really not. And you need to understand that people have problems after gastric bypass. May it be one little small thing or 50 million different things. There's always something that happens. And the one thing that you need to understand is that gastric bypass is not, by any means, an easy way out. Now, if you're 600 pounds and you have lap band because you want to undo it when it comes time for Christmas, that's an easy way out. That's a cop-out. In that instance, what are you doing wasting your insurance money? So, my thing is that gastric bypass is absolutely not an easy way out if you need it. But if a doctor approved for you to have gastric bypass and you didn't really need it, like you're 200 pounds, have no problems, you're just 50 pounds overweight, why would you alter your body to what? Become 105 pounds? Become that size 2? I used to have a friend who I always thought, she must be deeper than what I'm seeing. She must be deeper. And it really wasn't, because I lost all the weight. She didn't really lose all the weight, and she didn't have surgery or anything like that. And now that I've lost the weight and my personality is still the same, I'm still passionate about some certain things that just keep me going and going, and man, I could talk forever, I know. But this person who's still bigger, who hates me, and I always wonder why, like, and then I found out that we were always in competition because I was always bigger than her and I always made her look good. So now that I'm no longer that person, she has no use for me. And I can see with the things that she does is that she just doesn't have, she doesn't have that personality. She doesn't have that deepness that bigger people quite often more than not have. So for her, she could lose the weight on her own. She's done it. But for me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it now. Even if I wanted to lie and say that at 400 and some odd pounds, I could have lost the weight on my own and not done what I've done to my body. No, I couldn't have done it. Would I take it back and reverse it all? No, I certainly wouldn't. I am who I am for a reason, and every single thing that happens in my life to get me to here, this very second, right? And you're watching this after I've already made it. So let me tell you, right now, in this second that I am telling you what I am telling you, I am here as a person that has been through what I've been through to make me who I am now. And would I take any of it back? Absolutely not. There is nothing in my life, there's not one thing that I've said, there's not one thing that I've done that I regret and would take back. Now, do I think I should have done something different because I hurt somebody's feelings? Sometimes I do, yeah. But would I actually take it back? Absolutely not. Because the things that you say today make the outcome of tomorrow. The things that you say and do today to this one person will reflect what will happen tomorrow. So, I mean, honestly, no matter how shitty things may be right now in this very second, if things were just absolutely terrible, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I wouldn't take it back, because what is happening right now is what's going to make me tomorrow. So, do I believe that gastric bypass is an easy way out? 90% of the time, the answer is no. 90%. But I'm a very emotional person when it comes to people having gastric bypass when they really don't need it. They really don't need it. Free up that table for somebody who really needs something serious, right? I mean, come on. Being 200 pounds and having gastric bypass is putting too much on the table. You're putting too much out there. You're putting too much at risk when you could do more, and you know that you could. So don't lie to yourself and say that you couldn't. Now, if there's something that's stopping you from being able to do it, something like a handicap or something of that nature, I mean, that's a different story, right? But, I don't know. That's my opinion as to gastric bypass being the easy way out. There's my answer. I'm sorry for going off the deep end and just rambling on, but I wanted to get it all out there, and to be honest with you, I can take a pretty deep breath and know that I said what I had to say. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. As usual, you get it from me, as about as honest as you're going to get it. Check out my website, it's www.wlsecrets.com. Weight Loss Secret or Secrets. I own them both. So check them out. And you can always check me out on Facebook. Just search Jessica Burbank. You'll see my pretty face. And you can always get a hold of me on there. And you can also comment on the bottom of most of my pages on the website. You can put in your information and message me. That doesn't show up on the web page. That actually gets sent directly to me or Bo. So get at me if you have any questions. I love making videos, so if you guys have any questions for me or comments, I will make a video for you. Alright, love you guys. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you on the flip side.